Good afternoon and welcome to the first camp in ages. For one reason or another, I think it's been about 6 weeks since I've spent a night in the woods, which is far too long. So, time for a bit of hammock camping. And the reason for hammock is, I don't know about in your area, but here we've had almost constant rain for the last about 3 weeks. The ground is terrible squelchy. So, although my tents, the bottoms are waterproof, it just makes a mess of them. So I've opted for hammock tonight, and also it's going to be a bit fresh. I looked at the forecast for coming out. It's 8 degrees at the moment, and in the town they're talking about going down to sort of 4 or 5 overnight. Well, out here that's going to be 2 or 3. So it's going to be a bit of a chilly one, but I've brought the right kit. Hence, I don't know if you can see, well, I've got the huge bag, and it's heavy. Let's get to camp. Hopefully Mark is there already set up. Not only does he live much closer to it than I do, but I was out for lunch, so I'm a little bit behind. He's probably been here a couple of hours, but yeah, I'll see you when we get to camp. Right, tonight we've gone with a full Solinac setup. That's the little hammock. That's just a bag with all the setup type gear in it, really. And there's my tarp. But I'm using DD underquilt because, quite simply, they don't do one. Well, not as far as I know, anyway. But this will have to do the job for tonight. It's warm enough. I'll be fine. I don't know if my straps are going to be long enough for it. Nope. Oh, shit. That's pushing it a bit too much. Shame. I like that spot. Only with a bigger hammock though. I'm gonna have to go over there where the gap is a little bit shorter. Right, in the end I've relocated, but only by a small amount. Same tree that end, come across to this one, a little bit closer, also thinner, therefore don't need so much strap to go around it, got more strap. Only downside is this is a little bit thin. It's plenty strong enough, but I think it will flex when I get in slightly. So it doesn't matter how tight I do my tarp, it's going to end up with a little bit of sag in it. But I don't think we've got any rain forecast, so it's not really going to matter. Oh, you would fall into a knot, wouldn't you? Bastard. Well, small hammock, short straps, short gap. Tarp was a bit too big, really. Square on wasn't quite enough coverage. Diamond was too long for the gap. So I've twisted it, gone one loop off that way, one loop off that way. Got a bit of an odd shape, but it fits, gives me the right amount of coverage, and also it meant the pegging out points lined up with decent bits of ground rather than lining up with a tree that was right in the way. So it's an odd shape, but it's going to work. Right, if I just quickly show you what it's like inside. You see this end, I've got a short side here, a long side there. I'll come in, I've got a long side here and a very short one there. I just bungeed to that tree basically. But it's more than enough length and coverage to achieve what I like. I don't think there's any danger of rain tonight. Famous last words. If anything, the ridgeline was more something to hang my light on. But you never can be sure, so I prefer to put tarp up now than 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I don't really have to say, do I? We all know what weekend it is. Let's just say it goes off without any trouble, and here's to friends. You know you are. Cheers, guys. As you can see, we've got a little fire pit on site now. It's going to be kept here all the time for our use, because we use the site a lot. And it was donated by Andy, Mr. Kent Survival. So yes, thank you, Andy. It's going to be very useful. Well, this is nice. First time in bloody weeks. I've really missed it. Nice fire going. Camp's all set up. So just ready for food later when I'm hungry. Although I did have quite a big lunch in the pub, so not hungry yet. But I will say it's turned chilly. I've put my padded jacket on underneath my smock. Got my old woolly hat back on. It's a bit fresh. but at least it is clear, it is still, there's no wind and no rain. I can put up with this. Whenever it's chilly, you can always wrap up, you can always, stoke your fire up bigger. But when it's, wet, windy and horrible, not a lot you can do about that, is there? I'll settle for this. Oh, the joys of winter camping. It is 4:30 and the head torches are out already. Never mind.
Depressing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. We were saying the other day, that's the only trouble this time of year is if you do a solo camp, it's just, 12, 13, could be more even, hours of darkness on your own. And I know me personally, I get a bit bored. Do you get bored on a solo in the winter? Yeah.
In the summer I prefer it because I can do whatever because it's still light at 9.
Yeah, exactly. In the summer you can get on the stuff, you can have a walk, you can do whatever, but in the winter, they're long nights. Normally I'll just, hunker down, put a light on and sit and read, but hey, I can do that at home as well. So it's, yeah, I don't mind camping in the winter. I don't mind the cold, but yeah, it's a long night.
Cold away from the fire.
It is. It is. I'll tell you, it's nice sitting here. But when I went just over there to have a wee just now, you can see your breath. It's really dropped cold.
And we've both got 2 jackets on.
They've both got 2 jackets on. Yeah, that's right. Oh dear me. It's a bit fresh.
Well, it's only going to get colder as the night goes on. It's only 5:30.
5:30. It feels like the middle of the night already.
No, it feels like it's at least 8 o'clock. But it's not.
Right, it's time to have something to eat. Gone very simple. Military ration pack, chili con carne. They're quite good. Can't really knock it. So just got that over the old meth burner. Warm that through. I know they officially say it's like 6 to 8 minutes. No, not for my personal tastes. That'll be on there for 15 minutes plus to make it warm enough and to get the water nice and hot, so I can make a hot drink afterwards with the water is boiling in. It'd be nice to get something warm to eat. I'm actually feeling a bit chilly. As soon as I move away from the fire, you really feel it. Hey, welcome to winter camping.
Boom. Don't like it.
No. Why don't we live in the Mediterranean?
I know. It's not the cold I don't like, it's these long ass
Yeah, it's
nights.
the dark, innit?
I hate it.
Never mind.
Monsters will get me.
Monsters. Silly bastard. Mark's just trying to record the deer. I don't know if you can hear it. Been going like this 10 or 15 minutes now. Well, it's just turned 9 o'clock and it's turned really cold. So we've both decided, rather than faff about, cut more wood and all that sort of behaviour, bedtime. So Mark's gone, he's in his tent, I'm in my hammock. I've got the can't get hold of it. Got the nice big Army medium weight bag, so that will soon warm up. It should be nice and toasty, and hopefully get a good night's sleep. That deer that's been barking half the bloody night, he's finally gone quiet, so that's a good thing. And also, literally just as I was getting into bed, someone started letting fireworks off, but that was quite short-lived. So hopefully a peaceful night. If anything exciting happens, I'll get back to you. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is... no, I can't show that. It's just 7:30. That wasn't a bad sleep. 9 till 7:30. Nearly 11 hours. I woke up, I think it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And it had just started to rain, so I'm glad I put the tarp up. And it rained quite heavy for a short period. But yeah, apart from that, I slept well. I don't think it's raining this morning. I still hear things on the tarp, but I think it's just like blowing off the leaves. But I'll get up and make a cup of coffee. I don't think Mark's up yet, because it was only a short while ago. I was just coming to, and I could hear him snoring in his tent. Why is it when you really want a coffee, the water seems to take twice as long?
Why is it when you're really cold, it's really cold outside, you're so warm and snuggly in your sleeping bag?
Yeah. Yeah, that was me this morning. I'm laying there thinking, I'm going to have to get up in a minute, so I need a wee. But it's warm. I was all cosy.
So toasty. I literally lift the sleeping bag up and I can feel the heat coming out of it.
Yeah, lovely.
And somehow managed to turn my sleeping bag around in the night.
All right.
Like the head flap is now goes over my face.
Oh, you rolled it right over.
Yeah.
Right, unpacked. Marky's just putting the last of his stuff in his bag. Everything's a bit damp, so when we get to work in a week, it'll be a case of hanging it up in the warehouse to dry out. But all in all, good camp. Let me just show you this. He's got a condom for his camera. His camera dry. Oh well, whatever works. Improvise and overcome and all that.
Yeah, Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. I'll see you soon.